By the end of the first quarter of the 21st century, freedom was dead in America. Beginning with a large-scale military coup d'etat that erupted in various cities throughout the nation, the rebels seized power in all the central institutions of government. The entire nation appeared to have fallen completely into the hands of the coup d'etat forces. However, one final hope in opposing the coup d'etat forces remained. This final hope being the U.S. President himself. Michael Wilson, the 47th President of the United States, equipped with a special mobile armored ops suit developed in secret by the military, boldly waged his own personal war alone to take back America's freedom.
Get out my special ops suit, Jody.
It looks like a fancy party is about to start. This kind of party is a first for me. Mr. President?
Let's party! Welcome to the White House.
The people outside look really scary, Mr. President. Mr. President, escape via the Eagle Star in the underground base. Now I'll open the entryway to the underground base. Please give your guests some FaceTime with the Commander-in-Chief. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President. Enter the underground base using this oversized back door here. Lowly foot soldiers. Even if they aim at you and fire, they're no match for your special heavy mobile armor. Mr. President, please come back. That's the wrong direction.
I'll be back.
Mr. President, the Eagle Star is beyond here. Get going before the enemy chases after you. Proceed ahead while destroying anything that stands in your way. Switching over your weapons, depending on the situation, is the main key to fighting. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you go. Hangar beyond this passageway. Now let's hurry. The aircraft hangar is behind the barrier. I'll open the barrier now. Please wait a moment. Whoa, something quite dangerous awaits. But with missiles of that caliber, if you aim and fire, you should be able to easily shoot them down. Keep you waiting, Mr. President. The barrier has been opened. Air Force One's launch preparations will be complete soon. Well, looky here. More guests. Well, I guess they won't be voting for you next term.
Mr. President, the enemy is taking aim at Air Force One.
Please be careful. Keep you waiting, Mr. President.
How's that for a ticket? Let's check it.
Mr. President, welcome to Air Force One.
It looks like this party is just getting started.
Jody, update me as to the status of the nation.
The Pentagon, the United Nations, and all central government institutions have fallen into the hands of the Vice President.
Have they?
Mr. President, believe in your own justice. I'm sure your father would have told you the same.
Jody, how's my schedule look for today?
You've got a conference and dinner party at the Japanese embassy regarding wildlife protection.
Oh yeah. Sorry, but I'll have to cancel that. I'm heading out to save America. Can you let them know I won't be able to make it?
Yes, Mr. President.
To my beloved fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your American justice and freedom supporter. First of all, what I would like to tell each and every one of you is this. Recent events were not a mere coup d'etat, but rather a revolution to correct the wrongs in the United States of America. To our regret, our nation is in a crisis situation. Since 2010, domestic terrorism problems have increased rapidly. Economic disputes originating from the exhaustion of fossil fuels and the sudden rise in unemployment due to the influx of large-scale immigration. Neither the current president nor the American government took actions to address these various problems. On the contrary, they have filled their own pockets adhering to terrorist cells. To correct this situation, Richard Hawk, Arizona insurrection hero and vice president of the old government, and the U.S. military rose to the task at hand. Much like our ancestors did, based in a belief of winning freedom, and based in the belief of an independent war, and based in the belief in this great nation. However, to our regret, an evil to disobey this belief exists in the United States of America too. And here is that evil. This villainous terrorist who first appeared in Washington and began his unjust rampage goes by the alias Metal Wolf. His current whereabouts are unknown. While all of America will be under martial law until Metal Wolf is caught, please do not confuse the issues at hand. Without fail, the U.S. military elite forces, with a combined strength of 1.5 million, promise to smash this unforgivable evil to pieces. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your special remedy for all kinds of evil.
Occupies San Francisco still runs rampant and deprives 780,000 citizens of their freedom. Target areas that the enemy force uses as the base of their military target areas where enemy forces are constant. Destroy all target areas. This mission goes by the calming Metropolitan Recapture Operation from Cisco Sighted Road. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
not too bad.
San Francisco, occupied by coup d'etat forces,
will be the starting point of our counteroffensive.
And here's the starting grid.
Okay.
That's quite a gentlemanly landing, sir, befitting only of a U.S. president.
The gentleman in me goes off the clock at 5 p.m. And now I'm gonna take America back!
Annihilate the enemy army by destroying the target areas where the troops have amassed. Destroy all the target areas scattered throughout, and take back the town. Those annoying soldiers are coming in swarms. Shotguns with a wide firing area or machine guns with a high rapid fire rate are effective here. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like.
Mr. President, POWs are being transported in that cage. Destroy the cage with light firearms and rescue the people inside. Mr. President, what are you up to? I thought I told you to use light firearms to destroy it. Way to go, Mr. President. Now the POW can be safely liberated.
The enemy forces have even captured San Francisco's cable cars. We can't let them get away with using the symbol of this great American city.
Self-destruct device is the time limit self-destruct device has been activated. Hurry and destroy it. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to play the Chinese air hoop. The POWs have been safely freed.
The yellow icons on your radar are designated targets in each area. Destroy each target and blow the area to oblivion. Reinforcements come from the adjacent areas. When there are too many reinforcements, try attacking from another area. You could call it winning by retreating. Mr. President, the target area has been destroyed. This has been a momentous first job. The target with the spinning antenna is the enemy's communications facilities. From this facility, when communications are made, large numbers of reinforcements join the battle. It's really a nuisance, so destroy it first. Mr. President, destroy every target area and annihilate the enemy army. I never thought they would join the fight. Mr. President, the POW rescue failed. Mr. President, there are 5 areas remaining. Destroy them one after the other. High-powered weapons like bazookas are effective against the tough tank armor. Please, don't hold back on using the weapons in your backpack.
How do you like me now?
Mr. President, there are 3 areas remaining. Just a bit more, Mr. President. The enemy forces have usurped the building, making it a target.
The building was opened 2 years ago on April 25th. It's named the Halcon Denkai China Building. Each season it's decorated with gorgeous lights. Their Christmas tree tops them all. Over 800,000 people came to see it last December. For such a long time, I've been wondering how lovely that gorgeous building would look if it were destroyed. I feel bad for the owner, but hey, let's smash the hell out of it.
The suspiciously tall targets are enemy headquarter installations. The morale of the troops is rising due to the HQ installations. Destroy the HQ facilities first and eradicate their will to fight.
Nice thinking on your feet. Uh-oh, Miss... Can this be a thank you for destroying the area? It looks like you're gonna receive a lovely present. That fat boy needs a presidential diet. I guess he's had too much junk food. Give that kid some too. Make junk food out of him, Mr. President. The fuselage damage rate is above 50%. Enough playing around. How about bringing it up a notch? You're in danger, Mr. President. The fuselage damage level is at a breaking point, Mr. President. What do you plan to do? Mr. President! Oh, Mr. President! Mr. President! Annihilate the enemy army by destroying the target areas where the troops have amassed. Destroy all the target areas scattered throughout and take back the town. Mr. President, POWs are being transported in that cage. Destroy the cage with light firearms and rescue the people inside. Way to go, Mr. President! Now the POW can be safely liberated. Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were used to develop new weapons for the military.
The enemy forces have even captured San Francisco's cable cars. We can't let them get away with using the symbol of this great American city.
A timed self-destruct device is attached to the cage. The destruct device kicks into action when you draw close for a fixed period of time. Be careful. The POWs have been safely freed. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to play the Chinese air hoop.
The yellow icons on your radar are designated targets in each area. Destroy each target and blow the area to oblivion. Reinforcements come from the adjacent areas. When there are too many reinforcements, try attacking from another area. You could call it winning by retreating. Mr. President, the target area has been destroyed. This has been a momentous first job. The target with the spinning antenna is the enemy's communications facility. From this facility, when communications are made, large numbers of reinforcements join the battle. It's really a nuisance, so destroy it first. Those annoying soldiers are coming in swarms. Shotguns with a wide firing area or machine guns with a high rapid fire rate are effective here. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like.
Succeeded in saving the POWs. The time limit self-destruct device has been activated. Hurry and destroy it. Mr. President, the POW rescue failed.
Mr. President, there are 5 areas remaining. Destroy them one after the other. Mr. President, there are 3 areas remaining. Just a bit more, Mr. President. The enemy forces have usurped the building, making it a target. The building was opened 2 years ago on April 25th. It's named the Halcon Denkai China Building. Each season it's decorated with gorgeous lights. Their Christmas tree tops them all. Over 800,000 people came to see it last December. For such a long time, I've been wondering how lovely that gorgeous building would look if it were destroyed. I feel bad for the owner, but hey, let's smash the hell out of it. Mr. President, there's 1 area remaining. Show them the true heart of America. The suspiciously tall targets are enemy headquarter installations. The morale of the troops is rising due to the HQ installations. Destroy the HQ facilities first and eradicate their will to fight.
Now that's what I expect from a U.S. president. Nice thinking on your feet. That boy needs a presidential diet. I guess he's had too much junk food. Give that kid some too. Make junk food out of him, Mr. President. That boy's punishment seems to have done the trick. Just a little more and your work is done, Mr. President. That boy is ready for the scrap heap. Let's send him to the demolition works. I almost forgot. I know a great demolition company in Anaheim. I'll introduce you next time, Mr. President. Wow! What a perfect display of your talents, Mr. President!
None. Nothing to get excited about.
The enemy forces in San Francisco have been annihilated. Nice work, Mr. President.
Sure.
All in a day's work, huh, Mr. President?
Nope, we've only just begun. The fight will continue. As long as the America inside my heart is still alive.
Mr. President, the Information Management Department received an email that might interest you.
An email?
Actually, it's a sound file.
Play it for me.
Yes, boss.
Are seeking volunteers to oppose the coup d'etat forces. Awaiting response from fellow sympathizers.
The sound quality is terrible. Could you try and contact the person who sent the email?
Sure, of course, boss.
Maybe America's faith in freedom hasn't faded just yet. And Jody, I'm taking back our country going from west to east.
Go west. I mean, east, young man. Huh? Mr. President, we got a message from the Information Management Department. The coup d'etat forces are making an announcement on national television.
Connect me.
Dear fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where the password is overflowing love and daily benevolence. Today,
We've been made public enemy number. How about seeking exile or asking for help from other nations?
No, I'm the president. I can't be the one to start a war in this country. I'll be the one to wage the war.
Mr. President.
Hey, Jody, update me on the situation in the West.
Prison Island, Alcatraz, only 3 kilometers offshore from San Francisco, the enemy forces setting up a huge... All the shelling in the desert region has implanted fear into the heart
By destroying the energy tanks around the Alcatraz camp.
The current is so strong that no one has ever... This mission... Smash the island prison. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
Enemy forces occupy Alcatraz Island.
Jody, what is that godly thing?
The Alcatraz Cannon.
How original. Ranger, you'd never make it on Madison Avenue.
Stop! And surrender, Metal Wolf.
Surrender?
If you fail to comply, the Alcatraz cannon will zap you back west coast.
Will it now? Not if I zap it first.
Mr. President, the Alcatraz cannon just started to recharge.
I'm on the move. I'll smash it faster than a Florida recount.
A gun battery that big should take 5 minutes to recharge. Until then, head for the Alcatraz cannon in the center of the island. Is that...
This is DNN's Peter McDonald reporting. That's the heinous terrorist Metal Wolf, as seen from the air. He's trying to take over the Alcatraz cannon and destroy the West Coast. DNN is coming to you live and exclusively as these events unfold.
Forget him, and keep your mind on the mission, Mr. President. Mr. President, that device also seems to supply energy to the Alcatraz cannon. You should destroy it in order to decrease the energy recharge supply. POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops. Damage and press on ahead. There's no time, you know.
Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is over 70%.
Mr. President, you're too nervous. You've lost the spring in your step. The defense strength is high against live ammunition. As nails, pound with its overwhelming firepower.
The U.S. military is being decimated platoon after platoon.
I wouldn't give for a fly swatter for this buzzing insect. Cannon has been recharged 50%. Don't forget, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, Mr. President.
cruel Metal Wolf has attacked our news helicopter.
Left to do is put a stop to the Alcatraz cannon, Mr. President.
The army has been completely vaporized. Metal Wolf, your cruelty won't go unpunished. Military has had something up its sleeve.
Those who interfere will be eliminated.
The energy tanks in the surrounding area.
Today, once again, U.S. military forces were dealt a lethal blow by Metal Wolf. But thanks to these heroes in our military, Metal Wolf and his conspiracy have been held in check. Our hearts go out to the men and women who sacrificed their lives in battle, and to their families as well. Any further reporting is too dangerous. Our news team is seeking refuge. Be the first to know as we continue pursuing Metal Wolf, because yes, the pen is still mightier than the sword. This has been Peter McDonald for DNN.
Talk about biased reporting. It's exhausting to listen to. But at least the West Coast is safe now.
By the way, Jody, what happened with yesterday's email?
The Information Management Department succeeded in contacting the source of the email.
Really? Let me hear it.
I am the one who formed the resistance to put us. Right now I'm aiming for a united uprising and seek volunteers. Metal Wolf, we eagerly await your rampage.
Great. They haven't sold out hope yet.
Mr. President, I haven't been this happy since that supermarket going out of business sale when I was searching for my favorite candy and I found the last box all covered in dust at the back of the rack. And the expiration date was still good.
I know the feeling, Jody. Brief me on the next battlefield.
Sure, Mr. President. forces strengthening the suppression of Beverly Hills. While the number of soldiers equipped with heavy... The verticals in this battle theater are violent. Consider the advantages and This mission goes by the call name... Brains fashioned back to the street. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President. Enemy explosive devices are planted all over the city of Beverly Hills. Destroy all the bombs and liberate the town.
Roger that.
This is DNN's Peter McDonald reporting. What you're looking at is the heinous terrorist Metawolf as seen from the air. Just what will become of Beverly Hills and its stately mansions where the streets smell of money? Stay tuned as this camera and I bring you all the news you want to know.
Not him again.
Embed that journalist in the ground. Forget him and keep your mind on the mission, Mr. President. Bombs have been laid out all over town. Clean up the bombs while destroying the radar jamming stations. Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were used to develop new weapons for the military. That's a radar jamming station. If you destroy it...
Sample this.
troops have been defeated. Metal Wolf has annihilated the troops.
Mr. President, that's a bomb. If approached carelessly, it will detonate. Destroy it from a safe distance. Detonate? Don't be so loud.
Oh, this looks promising. The pride of the U.S. military. Blackhawks raise their ugly heads.
Sample this.
does Metal Wolf have with a $3.2 billion man? Maybe he's going to take out a loan.
Damage rate is over 70%. It looks to me like all you've been doing is Googling at those lovely homes.
Oh man, he's destroying the mansion. That destruction of personal property to the breaking and entering charges. The U.S. Constitution is downright powerless against Metal Wolf's evil. Support our troops with all your hearts.
Don't worry about his yammering commentary.
entire town. Any further reporting is too dangerous. Our news team is seeking refuge. But our coverage of these events will continue. Because yes, the pen is still mightier than the sword. This has been Peter McDonald for DNN.
I'm sure those wealthy fat cats will repair the damage, making their homes even more beautiful than before. Nice work, Mr. President.
Any word from the Resistance?
Yes, I'll play for you now.
Metal Wolf, we applaud and appreciate your efforts. Our membership has started to rise, one brave soul at a time. I'm putting all my efforts into our activities, hoping that the day we revolt will come soon.
I'd like to see that day too.
Yeah. I feel like a mother hen here.
Okay, Mr. President. You best hurry and get to the next battle theater. The enemy force is apparently carrying out covert military campaigns based on the radar jamming facility for their secret defense is set up in the town. Please destroy all target areas in the above-ground building. This mission goes by the call name My Darling Clementine Operation. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President. This place is pretty run down. Like a town in an old western. A radar jamming station is located here. The number of target areas and enemies seem limited. Let's mop this area up ASAP.
Jody, sorry, but these guys might slow me down.
Huh?
Major, Michael Wilson.
You've tarnished the good name of the U.S. military and your reputation as a hero.
And now you'll die for it.
Whatever. This is like starring in John Ford's My Darling Clementine. Wanna find out who gets to play Wyatt Earp?
Since you're surrounded now, how about heading for high ground? A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to sing the blues for the troops. Taking on all three at once could be bone-breaking. The enemy with stealth capabilities will not be picked up due to radar trouble. How about we make a fresh start by destroying the enemy's radar jamming facility?
Major, you're corrupt. You were never this weak during the Arizona insurrection.
They were probably used to develop new type mobile unit armor. Stop your special mobile armor unit stealth capabilities. There seems to be no other way to make the enemy visible other than by taking out the boss radar. The best medicine for that kind of headache is pumping it full of a heavy dose of lead. sunrise on an early summer morning. You destroyed all the target areas. The enemy and special mobile armor are all that remains. Special mobile armor units have been put 6 feet under, Town Marshal. How's it feel to be an Old West hero?
Not too good. I'm not the hero type. I'm just doing my job as president. Jody, what's the situation on the ground across America?
In the West, areas where the Army is pulling out are on the rise. But across the nation, the situation isn't so good.
Don't worry. I'll free the whole land soon enough. Any email from the Resistance?
Yes, there is. The man's voice is as cool as ever. Please have a listen.
Metal Wolf, thank you. Our membership is steadily on the rise. More reliable, trustworthy sympathizers have joined our fight to revolt. The day will come soon. When we're ready to rise up, I'll be sure and let you know.
The resistance leader sure is standing tough.
Tough as nails. Now I'll head out to liberate the West.
Operating out of a massive helicopter base constructed in the Grand Canyon, enemy Army helicopter units continue to oppress the American West. The target area terrain is sure to be confusingly fierce because the enemy army has taken over guerrilla bases from the Arizona insurrection days. Please watch your steps so you don't fall into the 1 mile deep ravine. This mission goes by the call name Operation Arizona, Blood and Gunpowder Smoke. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
The enemy is building a military base in the Grand Canyon. Doesn't this remind you of the Arizona insurrection days?
No, I don't remember anything. Except the smell of blood and gun smoke. All right, let's rock and roll!
Mr. President, the view certainly is grand, but stop with the don't look down jokes, please.
Your toast! Burn, baby, burn!
If the target area is using a guerrilla base to build their installation, it wouldn't be out of the question for it to be located in a place unseen to the naked eye. They put it. Maybe you walked right past it.
Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were the mountains to maintain military helicopters.
Watch your feet, too. Almost like a bird's nest. Too bad you don't have any birdseed. I guess you'll have to give them some delicious firepower instead.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops. Increasing with support troops from connecting areas. Please be careful.
Mr. President, a fresh supply of troops is coming.
So you're Metal Wolf, eh? Then you can die for Sir Richard.
Sir Richard? What? Has he been knighted?
Going up against jokers like this is so tiring. I'll have to ask you to leave this stage.
That came from. I'll lay my life down for Sir Richard. Take that.
He's a...
Sir Richard!
Hurry up and move ahead.
strength is high against live ammunition. Mr. President, there's only one target area remaining. A little longer and this ravine will be back in its original state.
Sample this. This.
Annihilated. Finally, peace will be brought to Arizona. War really doesn't suit these lovely surroundings.
Jody, nor someone as lovely as you.
Sure, whatever. Nice work, Mr. President.
Jody, what's the situation across America?
The coup d'etat forces have retreated from the western states.
Yes!
This should kick the resistance movement into high gear.
I can't wait.
You got a voicemail from the resistance, Mr. President.
Metal Wolf, thanks to your efforts, the stage is set for a united revolt in the West. I'm considering moving ahead. However, before this takes place, I'll contact you with the details later.
Mr. President, what do you think?
I've been wanting to meet him too.
So let's get you two together.
Sure, but before that, we'll head east. Until we take back all of America, there.
You said it, Mr. President.
Well, Jody, at long last, we head east. We'll reach the East Coast in a flash.
Metal Wolf, planning on wiping out New York this time? You enemy of the people, I, Richard Hawk, won't let you get away with it. I, Richard Hawk, will uphold American justice without...
Dear fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where freedom in the United States wasn't built in a day. Good news, finally. Finally, the evil has been crushed. This evening, Metal Wolf, who suddenly showed up in New York, was thoroughly beaten to a pulp by Richard Hawk, piloting a special heavy mobile armor unit. He annihilated the evil, occurring at the same time from a confidential covert operation. We have also learned that underground terrorists and Metal Wolf sympathizers in hiding were captured in succession all around the country. Although martial law will continue until we are sure that your safety can be completely secured, for today and today only, let's celebrate this victory. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your Freedom Point Man.
Metal Wolf crushed? And those phony visuals! What's with that? The special effects don't even beat a Hollywood B movie.
Richard's up to his old tricks again.
Mr. President, according to the Special Intelligence Group, news from the anti-coup d'etat forces has ceased. Actually, we lost contact with the resistance leader too.
We have?
It appears all the resistance activities have gone south.
Jody, those that died are imposters. I am still here.
So?
Believe in your own justice. I won't lose to that false prophet. And the reason is because I'm the President of the United States of America.
Mr. President!
There's no time for self-pity. Jody, get me up to speed on the situation in the East.
nation's resources and put the people on a rationing system to construct a spaceplane launch. React swiftly as paratrooper reinforcements are predicted to be dropped in from Super Assault Heavy Attack The objective is total destruction of all target areas and the Super Assault Heavy Attack Elijah 1 helicopter. This mission goes by the call name Winner Takes All, Elijah 1 versus Metal Wolf. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr.
This is DNN's Peter McDonald reporting. I'm coming to you live today from a U.S. military base in the outskirts of Houston, Texas. Scarce natural resources sent from the Spaceplane Center are collected and kept here. The U.S. military is collectively managing these goods under martial law. Acting as the defense for this area is this Super Assault Heavy Attack Elijah 1 helicopter. Take a look at this firepower. 44mm M197 anti-aircraft guns, 80mm Bofors anti-aircraft cannons, two 10mm grenade launchers, and finally 12 missile containers. In addition to this heavy arsenal, it has the capacity to hold over 100 soldiers. A veritable flying fortress. As long as the Elijah 1 is on the scene, Metal Wolf get off so easily.
Hey, Mr. Newsman! You rang?
The Elijah 1 appears to be dropping parachute troops from its cargo bay.
assault, the Elijah 1 fuselage has been damaged. But the Elijah 1 was designed to withstand damage. Damage to the Elijah 1 has become intense. But giving up is not in the U.S. military's vocabulary. And the reason is, the suit the Elijah 1's armor plating has taken an awful beating. The dreaded
Take a good long look. I think it's time for a new